Okay, this one's going to be a little bit of a different video, but I'm going to be telling you why you should buy Enbridge stock. If you're a dealer or you run a service shop, particularly a service shop, we spend so much money in Enbridge, I'm telling you, like, you totally should buy Enbridge stock. So I'm going to tell you how you can buy it and why you should buy it.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Okay, this month alone, I'm just opening up the shop here now. This month alone, I got an Enbridge bill for about $1,200, and then I can show you the bill. I'll try to make pop a link here, not a link, but you know, show you a picture of that bill so you can see it's not bullshit. $1,200 for 1 month. Now keep in mind that this month we had -20, minus something temperatures this month, and that means the bill that's coming for this month is next month, which will be another $1,200 or $1,300 very easily. And this is why we have, I don't know if you can see here, this big heater in the back here. The shop have at least 3 of those heaters. We got one up top here, if I can show it to you that way, and then you go down that way. We have, let me see, just bear with me here, see if you can see them. Can you see? There you go, bam, bam. So we got like 3 of those heaters out here, one in the back office. Now, obviously, it keeps the shop here warm. As soon as the customer comes, you open up the bay to get them in the shop, the heat goes out. So heat goes out, and constantly that happens throughout the winter and throughout the season. So that's why we have a $1,200 bill. Just to put things in perspective for you, in the summer months, whatever, maybe I pay about $200 a month in gas. If the, let's say it's not as cold, like last year, I was probably paying about $800 in the cold seasons. Now, these are things that you as a new dealer or a new service shop owner, you're not thinking about Enbridge bill. Your biggest expenses are normally what? Your rent, or if you own the place, your mortgage, your employees, payroll deductions. These are normally your big expenses, your insurance for your property, and you probably don't think of Enbridge. Even your customers don't really think of Enbridge, okay? So it had me thinking, if I feel like you can budget for everything else, but when it comes to the Enbridge bill, it's whatever they send you is what you pay. It's like I say, 1 month can be $800, 1 month can be $1,200, 1 month can be $1,300, and then the summer month's $200. You have no idea what it's going to be, but when the gas bill comes, you have to pay it. You have no choice but to pay it. So it had me thinking, if we're spending that much money in a gas bill, and that's just one company. This is not like, you know, look at all of those companies on Western Road here. There's so many businesses here. All of these guys gonna have to pay a gas bill too, not just me. So I was thinking, if you own a shop, or maybe you're just an investor, I don't know, maybe it's worth it to buy some Enbridge stock. So I was doing a little bit of research, and then there's 2 ways you can get into Enbridge stock. First, you gotta download the Wealthsimple app. If you don't have a way to do it yet, you and I both get probably $10 or free stock. I don't know, whatever they're giving for the promotion right now, but download it, you'll get something, I'll get something. The first way is you can just search the ticker symbol ENB, ENB.TO. That will be for the Toronto one. And why I'm saying for Toronto one or the Canadian one is because you can buy Enbridge in US dollars, or you can buy it on the Canadian side. So if the Americans that are watching here want to buy Enbridge, you could just basically gonna put for your ticker symbol only ENB. But if you're trying to buy the Canadian one, it'll be ENB.TO. Okay, that pays a dividend of 6.5%. 6.5%. So I'm giving Enbridge $1,200 a month. I'm getting nothing back for that. But I'm thinking, well, maybe if I throw extra couple $100 in Enbridge stock instead, then at least I'm gonna get a 6% return. I don't have to feel bad about paying that bill. You see, if you own a little tiny, even if it's just a little tiny piece of Enbridge like this, every time I pay that $1,200 bill, I feel a little bit better inside. I feel like I'm giving it to my business, if that makes sense. But right now, every single time I pay that $1,200 bill and I don't own any of Enbridge, I feel like they're ripping me a new one. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of money to pay just for a gas bill. The second way you can buy it is ENS.TO. ENS.TO. They pay a little bit more dividends. They give you about a 10% dividend. And the reason why they do that is that's actually a fund that buys only Enbridge stock. So by buying that fund, you only invest in Enbridge stock. But what they do is they buy and sell call options against Enbridge, which enable them to make a higher return. That's a little bit more complicated. It's not a finance channel. It's not, so I'm not going to get too much like too deep into call options and shit. I'm sure if you research that, you can figure that out. The bottom line is they pay a higher dividend. So if you, the whole point of me telling you to buy that is to help your cash flow. And why I want new dealers to think outside the box of how to manage your cash flow, because I always tell you that this business is a cash intensive business. You're always going to have to be looking for capital all the time. And no matter what expenses I have, no matter what I got to do, when I get an Enbridge bill, I got to find the money to pay, period, right? So if I can tell myself like that bill is $100 more than it really is, and instead put that $100 every single month in Enbridge and get in, if I choose to go with the fund and get 10% dividends, that's awesome. If I choose to go with directly with Enbridge and get 6.5% dividend, that's awesome too, okay? So this is the reason why I chose to make this video today. If you think it was helpful, hey, the link is in the description below. Download Wealthsimple app, go get your free stock, and thanks for watching. And if you're gonna be paying Enbridge that much money, you might as well own a piece of Enbridge. Peace.